please explain what Kemetic culture is?
Kemetic culture, as I was explaining, it's the word itself, Kemetic, is not really like the Kemetic word, if I can say that. But somehow, the concept itself is Kem, which means someone who is obsessed with their quality of life. And that concept comes with the concept of something that is burned, incinerated, and cannot be burned again. Meaning like someone who elevated. Because light, that's what light does. Light will burn everything in you. When you say that you're a chem and then you're obsessed with the quality of your life and then you're looking for enlightenment, the light is supposed to burn things in you and then kick things out of you. So to reach the status of a chem is like you reach the step where like within you, the light has consumed all of the darkness, all of the obscurity that you possess as a human being. Now, in English, to say Kemetic is because we have to make that word English word. That's why we will say that, right? Otherwise, it's not Kemetic, it's Kem. Now, the culture itself, if we have to redefine again, I was saying the culture is even being redefined differently now. We have the music culture, we have the rap culture, we have the hip hop culture, we have all of the other cultures. We have salsa culture, tango culture. We have different type of cultures, some that I don't even want to say here. Okay, so all of those cultures, all of that is coming to even like take away the power of the word of culture. Because right now we are confusing the concept of cult to a culture. That's what we're confusing in all of the practices, all of the ideologies that we have. But how do we understand culture? Culture has to come from a language. The language produces a culture. And then the language producing a culture, everything that exists in a culture is found within the language that the people speak. Now, speaking a certain type of language, say that you are part of that culture, you have that culture at the same time too. So if I speak a Chinese language, I have to speak Chinese language, I have to learn Chinese culture at the same time.
To fully understand the language.
Fully understand the language, you have to. And then within the concept of culture, we have what's called forbiddings, totems, customs, habits, and so and so. So those kind of things exist. That's what makes what we call culture a culture. And it's not just an ideology, but it's actually a living aspect of things. You have to be living it. It's a lifestyle. That's called culture. They're engraved within a language. Now we have to make a difference between language and dialect, because I'm not going to call English a language. English is a dialect of the Latin language. I'm not going to call French a language. French is like a dialect of other Indo-European, or Latin as well, and something like that. But the language is something that is allowing the human being to manifest the nature, to manifest their existence. That's why when you look at the Kemetic language, you will see that it's only nature that is manifested. All of the writing is like using nature to manifest what we think, because it comes with some vibration, it comes with some sounds that produce a vibration that nature even itself understand. So when you want to talk about the Kemetic culture, you want to talk about a lifestyle based on some principle, based on I'm not going to say that I'm a Kemetic person if I haven't learned its culture, if I haven't learned its language. I may learn the culture because I see people, practicing certain things. I can just come back and start practicing that and say I'm a Kemetic, but I don't speak the language. Like I cannot be in front of you here and say that I'm a Dogon, and then being a Dogon, I can't even speak in my native language to address to my gods. All of the Dogon, the deities, if I want to speak to them, I have to be able to speak to them in the language that produced them. If I want to call Ra, I have to call Mahat, I have to call, Isis, Osiris, Wuzel. I have to call them. I have to be able to speak to them in the language that they understand, not in English, because English itself is not a language. English is only 26 letters. How can you express your whole life with 26 letters? How can you explain, how can you manifest your whole universe, the whole universe, the whole nature with 26 letters? But yet, I want to use that to talk to an ancient, very old, original gods of creation using English. No, that's why they produce their own language too. So the culture comes with its language, it comes with its customs, it comes with its principles, its forbiddings, its totems, things you don't do, things you do, and all of it. It comes with all of that. I don't get to be Kemetic at 9 a.m. and then, at 10 p.m. I'm American, or I'm French, or I'm English, I'm Chinese. No, I'm Kemetic, I'm just Kemetic. And that's what we say, like it's a lifestyle.